Hey guys, it's Justina and I am back with a new video. This is my glowing prom makeup look. So let's just get straight into it because it's been a while, guys. So I am prepping my eyes with my Urban Decay primer potion. This is an oldie but a goodie. I haven't used it in a while. So I'm going to do that to prime my eyelids. I set a base shadow and now I'm using Dusty Rose from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I am working that into my crease. This is going to be my transition shade. So I'm working it back and forth and I am focusing most of the product on the outer corner of my eyes. So basically what that does, it opens up your eyes a little bit more, makes your eyes appear larger and also elongates it. So it gives that nice cute feline look that I'm absolutely obsessed with. So I'm doing the same thing on the other eye. I'm bringing it out, focusing it on the outer part of my crease, and then bringing it into my lash line. So kind of working on the outer V there. Doing the same thing on the other side, just making sure everything is same, symmetrical. Sorry, I'm like chewing my gum like a cow in the scene. Now I'm taking Aubergine, and I'm putting that in the outer V of my crease, a little bit closer towards my lid, just to deepen up the look, give it some depth. And give it a little bit more smokiness, make it look a little bit more dramatic, so you can look bomb AF for prom, or if you're going out, this works for anything. It's awesome. So now I'm just going with a brush with no product on it and just blending it out, and then I'm going with Dusty Rose again and blending out that Aubergine. Now I'm taking a deep brown and I want to create a little bit more depth with it. I want to darken it up a little bit more, so I'm just taking very little and placing it really close to my lid and blending it out. I'm taking a flat synthetic brush and I'm spraying it with my setting spray. So I like to wet the brush before I put any shimmery colors, just so it gives it that nice wet look. So I'm placing that all over my lid. I placed some of the brush on the back of my hand just to take off the excess spray so it's not too wet and it messes up the eyeshadow. So basically what I'm doing is just blending it out, smoothing it across almost like you're cutting your crease. And then once I get to the outer corner, I'm just patting it out so it's not taking away from that depth. Now I'm lining my eyes. I'm using the tattoo liner from Kat Von D. Do a line across the lid and then a line outwards. If you want a more in-depth eyeliner tutorial, just let me know down below. So I'm doing that. I love this eyeliner. It gives a nice dark line. It stays on all day and it gives a nice matte finish. It looks a little shiny now, but it mattifies. So now I'm taking my favorite mascara, Roller Lash from Benefit. If you guys have not tried this, you need to try it and add it into your makeup collection. Stop slacking. Okay, so I am brushing my lashes towards my nose, brushing it straight up instead of outwards, just so that it blends in with my falsies better. I feel like this technique works amazing and you can't even tell my lashes are there. So I'm using House of Lashes Iconics. I'm sorry, I can't use any other lashes. Like, those are my faves other than Queen Bee's. So I use a little bit of Nivea shave cream, aftershave, gel, or cream, whichever one it is, and then Smashbox smoothing primer, and I'm just focusing that on the areas where I'm more porous, so I'm just pushing that into my skin and then blending downwards, also on the sides of my nose and on my nose. So this helps keep my makeup on longer, gives a nice smooth appearance, and just gives me the overall look that I want. So I'm placing my lashes on. I like to focus it on the center first and then I adjust the corners. So do the outer corner and then the inner corner. And when you're applying your lashes, please make sure that your glue gets a little bit tacky, because when you put it on right away after the glue, it'll move around. It won't stick very well. So it's always good to just be patient. So while you're waiting for your lashes to dry, do something else like I did my primer. So I did the same thing on the other lash line, and then I just pushed them forward and squeezed the lashes together so everything looks nice and blended and seamless. So now I'm putting my Born This Way foundation from Too Faced. I know the color looks crazy and completely off, but it's just the lighting. I swear, guys, I have to adjust the color on my MAC because the ring light that I have is very cool tone and not very true to color. But I just blend that out with my beauty blender. And make sure your beauty blender is wet when you're blending it out, because when you use your beauty blender dry, it'll just absorb your makeup and it won't really blend anything out. So now I'm using my LA Girl concealer. I'm applying that all under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, center of my forehead. So when I'm doing this step, I'm not adding any more product. I'm not putting a bunch of product. I'm just blending it out with my brush. So I squeeze a little bit on and then I blend it out. I know it looks like I'm putting a lot of product, but I'm not. I also have a new highlighting and contouring technique, so I'm going to do a video on that and explain more in depth about like new techniques and stuff I use to highlight and contour this face, you know. So now I'm blending it out with my beauty blender, pushing it into the skin, making sure I'm blending every nook and cranny out. And I push it into the bridge of my nose just to make my bridge look a little bit more slimmer, more slender, nice and snatched. So I'm just doing bouncing motions, just pressing it into my skin, very lightweight, not pushing too hard. And you don't want to drag your makeup. If you pull or tug at your skin while you're blending it out, you're going to leave streaks, you're going to mess it up, you're going to lift your makeup. So don't mess up what you already accomplished, you know? Don't mess up your canvas. Now I'm setting my makeup and baking with my RCMA powder, translucent powder. I've been trying this powder other than my Laura Mercier, and I'm not crazy about it. I feel like once you go Laura Mercier, you can't go back. I mean, I've heard really great things, and it's pretty good, but it's not Laura Mercier at all. So while that's baking, I'm going to go ahead and do my bronzer. I'm using Butter Bronze from Physicians Formula, and I'm just going to wear it with my skin right now. Not really focusing on contouring, so just bring it around my face, my jawline, cheekbones, and forehead. Make sure you push your bronzer into your hairline. You do not want anybody clocking your hairline, saying, why is your hairline white and your forehead's dark? Okay, make sure you're blending it all together. So I'm just blending in circling motions, going upwards. Okay, I'm here to help. I don't want anyone coming for you guys. We're going to blend this makeup out together. No, I'm just kidding. So now we're using Benefit Cheekathon palette. I absolutely love this palette. It comes with all full-size blushes and my favorite Hoola bronzer. So that's what I'm taking right now. I'm taking my Hoola bronzer and just defining my cheekbone, doing a little contouring, not too much, but just enough. So this will look great in pictures. You want to give your skin a little bit more warmth, especially when you're going out. I'm taking that Hoola bronzer, focusing it on the back of my cheekbone, then blending forward, and then blending a little bit around my forehead. So now I'm going down the sides of my nose, and I leave the baking powder on just so that if I put too much, I can just blend it out with my translucent powder or whatever I have there. So now I'm taking Dandelion blush, and that bottom blush, I think it's called Daisy. No, I'm lying. I'll put it in the description down below. I'm just putting down the apples of my cheek, blending it down, and blending it towards my bronzer. So now I'm just brushing off that powder. So I like to press it into my skin and then blend out any excess. With this powder, I feel like I can't just brush it all off because then it will look a little bit patchy. It might be different for everybody else, but it's patchy for me. So I just push it in and then blend it out. Now I'm taking Dusty Rose and Aubergine all in the lower lash line. And then I'm going to coat my lower lashes with some mascara. My brush and going in with Nude and Champagne from the Lorac palette and really opening up the inner corner of the eye. This is going to open up the eye more and make your eyes look a little bit more glowy. So now I'm putting some setting spray, bathing myself basically in it, and taking the Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm taking that highlight and I'm dusting it all on top of my cheekbones and then above my eyes. If you want to look really glowy, you want to make that kind of C shape around your eye so that when the light hits or the flash hits when you're taking pictures, you have that nice J-Lo glow, girl. Or guy, yes. That bam highlight in your face, you're gonna have to do a couple layers like I'm doing right here. So just layer it up, go down the bridge of your nose as well, and your cupid's bow. You want to be glowing all points of your face. And then I'm gonna do under the eyebrow as well to make it lifted, and you can already tell what a difference it makes, and it also helps bring the eye all together so you're just glowing all over again. Now you're probably wondering, hey, what's she doing here? Well, I lined my lips and put on some liquid lipstick. You can't see because my big head was in the way. But I put KoKo K liquid lipstick from Kylie Cosmetics and Candy K lip liner all over my lips. That's what I'm doing right now, just defining it. I let my hair down, look kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm going to put literally gloss all over. No, I'm lying. I'm putting a little bit in the center, then blending it out just to neutralize lips because I felt like it was a little bit too pinky for me. And this really helped neutralize it. I love the formula of her liquid lipsticks and lip glosses, so I'm going to do a review on them. But anyways, that's the end of my tutorial. This is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want to see. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know I was a mess in this voiceover, but have fun at prom, guys. Bye.